Hi guys, welcome back to Gardening with Stacy. Just continuing on this series that we're doing. So we're in the grow room, and I'm gonna flip this around so you guys can see my humidity domes and what they look like this morning. Yesterday, if you remember, we watered. We did some underneath watering. So I just want to give you a visual of what they look like and what the humidity looks like inside those domes. And as well, I had a couple sprouts, so I wanted to give you an update on that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this around so you can see the trays. Alright, so here you can see we have one tray of seeds, and then we have another tray. And so here you can definitely see the humidity inside the dome. And this one, you can definitely see that there's not that much humidity. So in a case like this, maybe, we're gonna go up here, we're gonna check, we're gonna make sure I have, these open. If I go up here, we can see that I have these set to where one is open and one is closed. I like to have them both kind of like that. I might not have gotten as much water in this tray. So looking just visually at this, I'm going to say this one isn't going to need water today. This one I might want to add a little bit of water underneath, just to create a little bit more humidity in it and help, again, the seeds germinate. So I'm going to go ahead and take these domes off so we can get a look at the soil and just check it and check for what the moisture level of the soil actually feels like a little bit. Alright, so here we are in this one, and so the soil definitely doesn't look dry, but it's definitely not super moist, so this is still probably pretty good. And we can see that I have a couple sprouts, and this is going to be the arugula, which is lettuce. That does sprout, fairly earlier than tomatoes and peppers, so not surprised there. Doesn't look like we have any other sprouts. You can see, I'm going to show you this one little cell that I have right here. When we were putting the soil in the cells, if you remember, I said make sure to get them nice and full, because due to watering, like, the soil level is going to go down. So you can clearly see kind of what I was talking about. Just as we water, as time goes on, these cells are going to go down, the soil is going to go down. So here's going to be most of my peppers that I have. And this was that one that the humidity dome was pretty full of humidity. So it looks like everything is doing pretty good. The two cells that two trays that I'm gonna, really pay attention to are these ones over here. You can see that they're by my window. So they're definitely getting more sun. So I might add a little bit more water to these on the top. So if I open that up, we can see that there is no water there. Come down here, let's lift one of these up as well and see if, yep. So definitely all of the water that I added on the bottom, there's no water in there anymore. But again, that humidity dome, it traps in that moisture, so the soil doesn't dry out. Not seeing any sprouts, which again we planted. I planted in the evening on July 1st, and today is July 4th. So we're really only like 2.5 days of planting. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a good visual of what this is looking like and what I would do at this point. Again, you can see the difference. You can see that, these are pretty saturated, not super saturated, but good. Like, I wouldn't need to add more water. The only two that like I said, I'm keeping more of an eye on in this tray is going to be these two that are closer to my window, getting more of that heat even from my window. And these ones, they felt pretty moist. So I definitely won't be adding a lot of water, but I will be adding a little bit of water. I might even just add some on the top and try to create that same type of humidity that we saw over in this one. That would be what I really want to do, because I do have my tomatoes in this one, so I want to see those germinate. Anyway, I am going to flip this around. All right. Well, anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, and I think tomorrow I'm going to jump on and do a little bit of just talk about this different seeds that I did end up planting, especially like the tomatoes and peppers, and give you guys an idea of like the days to harvest for those, so that way, like when you're planting or planting your garden, you put some that might be ready in like 42 days, and then there's ones that are 93 days. There's just different lengths, so when you plant, you can kind of plant different varieties that you might reap your harvest sooner than later, but spread them out so you're just like getting a continual harvest instead of just like all at one time. So a lot of different varieties have different days, and on the seed packet, or when you're ordering your seeds, it should be able to tell you just the days to maturity for that plant. So that's just something else to look at. So I think we might go into that a little bit, so that will help you guys understand how I determine what I'm planting in each season, and why I choose some of the things that some of the different seeds that I do choose. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll be back tomorrow. Bye.